Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you are blessed and I hope that everyone around you is blessed as well. I am Tina. Welcome to Tina Wonderfully Made, where I do bookish things around here. As you can tell by the title, this is another tag, you guys. And I was tagged by the lovely Tangible Reads here on YouTube, and I will leave her info in the description. So let's get on to the video. So guys, like I said, this is another tag. I am just so blessed that someone thought about me to do this tag. And so it had me thinking, you guys. It really had me thinking, because the way that I rate my books, I don't know, I can't explain it. Like, I have all my how I rate my books on my Goodreads. So if you're not following me, the link is in the description. I would love to have you over there on Goodreads as well as family. So let's just get started, because I really had to think about these questions, you guys. So the first one is, I do have my handy dandy bookish notebook here, and so I have the questions here. I'll also have them in the description. If you want to do it, I would love if you guys do this tag, come back to this video and let me know, because I want to watch yours, because I'm very curious on how people rate their books. And so there's some that are just very strict with their ratings, and some just 5 stars all the way. And so yeah, so the first question is, how often do you DNF and what makes you DNF? Now, if you are new to the bookish world, DNF means did not finish. And I've only DNF'd one book, and that was in May. So check out my May wrap-ups. I talk about that book, and it's called The Trap by Melanie Rayab, I believe. Goodreads had, on there was a very high rating for that book. So I was like, okay, sweet. Like, it's a thriller. I'm going to love it. Like, I'm a thriller girl. Yeah. It was too slow for me. I even downloaded it on the Libby app so I could read it on my Kindle, and it just was not hitting. Like, I guess it's a rewrite from a German book, or something like that, or a translation. I don't remember, but the author is German, and she's also a woman of color, I believe. Yeah, and it was just a lot of repetition, and the author. Let me go back. I'm talking too fast, and my mouth can't catch up with my brain. The author in the book, because it's an author, she's writing a book, but she also wants to write it about her sister being killed that she was a witness of, and she finally realized who the killer was. She came to find out that he was or is a journalist. And so she was like, what better way to lure him into my house so I can get the info from him and then get him like that. And a lot of people were wondering why she was picking him, because he's more of a travel journalist or something. And yeah, she was in her thoughts way too much, and it was just very repetitive, and I don't know, it very slow to me. According to Goodreads, a lot of people said it was a really good book. I gave it the 100 pages. I gave it over 100 pages. I put it on my Kindle. It just was not it. So if you're not grasping me from the get, I just feel like I'm not gonna finish. And so, and for a thriller, it has to really get you. And from the first chapter, it was good. I was okay, but then it got really slow. And so I was I can't do it. I cannot do it. Okay, so question number 2, do you rate books 1 star? I have given that book 1 star, and I feel bad about it. But like I said, I gave it so many chances to get my attention, and it was not it. Yeah, so if it's just really bad to me, like I said, it's good for everyone else and all the people that have rated it high ratings. But to me, if it's not getting me and I'm just like, I can't do it anymore, yeah, and I just can't. I don't know. Number 3, what is a 2-star book to you? Okay, so I think the only book that I've given 2 stars to is A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara. I believe that's how you say it. First of all, it was over 800 pages. And why was it that long? Because it was tragedy after tragedy after tragedy after tragedy. It was a crazy read. Like, and it was my first time like reading a huge book like that. But it didn't have to be that long, first of all. Like, it did not have to be that long. And it was very like repetitive as well. But I read it. See, I did not DNF. I think if I DNF a book, it's not it for me. So the 2 stars, it's like not good, but I'm gonna finish it. And yeah, a lot of people love that book as well. It just wasn't for me. And that's the best thing, or like the most favorite thing about the bookish world. One book is not going to be for the next person. Like, I'm going to love something that you probably won't love, and vice versa. And I just love that because we can see it from different perspectives. And so, yeah. Number 4, yeah, is a 3-star book a good book for you? I have been given a lot of 3, 3.5, 3.5s, all those, like, I said 3.5s and 3.5, whatever, you know what I'm saying. I have been giving 3s and 3.5s, 3.75s. It's, to me, it's a good book, but it's not like I'll read it again, and it's not something that I'll remember. But at the time I'm reading it, it's a good book. Okay. Number 5, what does 4 stars mean to you? So on my Goodreads, I say a 4-star is like a really good book, but it's not something that I'll like reread. And it's not something that I'll remember either as much, but I'll still recommend it. So yeah, that's my 4-star. 6, do you ever do half-star ratings? And like I said, I do. The only thing that stinks about Goodreads is you can't do halves or like 0.25 or 0.5 or 0.75. I wish they did. I know on the other app called Storygraph, I believe, or something like that, you can do halves. And I tried that one. I was so used to Goodreads, so I just stopped using it. So yeah, I do put it in my like my review, like if I did 3 stars, but it was like more of a 3.5 or 3.75, I'll put it in my review writing and say, that would be the first thing I say. This book was actually a 3.5 because blah, 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 blah. So yeah, I do halves. Number 7, do you rate books 5 stars often? What do 5-star books do to make them rate that high? I love this question. So, do I rate books 5 stars often? I don't do them very often, but I have given a lot of 5 stars, especially when I first started like really reading. Last year, I gave a lot of 5 stars. Like, I was handing them out. Like, if you got a little excitement out of me, you were gonna 5-star. And that's the second part. What do 5-star books do to make them rate that high? If you can get some emotion out of me, like if I am cackling, if I am crying, if I am like nervous or scared or like all the time, you are getting a 5-star. Now, Love in Other Words, Archer's Voice, 5 stars for me. I'm trying to think of another, like a thriller that I've given 5 stars. I'm sure I have some. If you go to my Goodreads, you'll see. But those for sure are my 5 stars that I still remember and talk about. I'm trying to think of a thriller, you guys. But yeah, I do give them, if you get like some emotion out of me and I'm like Another like way that I can tell it's gonna be a 5-star is if I'm telling my husband about it, if I'm talking to him about it, and he's just so like, okay. Sometimes he'll ask me, hey, what are you reading? But if I'm like, babe, like listen to this story, let me tell you, or let me read you this line or something, like it's a 5-star. Number 8, has your rating of books changed over the years? Like I said, last year I was just handing out 5 stars. Now, like, as I'm really like actually figuring out what I like to read and how I like to feel when I'm reading, my ratings have changed. So yeah. Number 9, where do you record your ratings of your books? Only on Goodreads. I do post like stuff on my Bookstagram, and that's also down in the description, but I do like put a little bit of reviews on Instagram as well. So, and then that was the last question, but it does say tag someone. So like I said in the beginning, if you watch this video and you think it's something that you want to do, I tag you, and let me know if you do it because I want to see. So until next time, remember that you are always and have always been fearfully and wonderfully made. Bye.